this mythic loot. It is so strong, particularly in solo, which allows you to convert at a much higher percentage at actually closing out the game.
And Thomas is no stranger to doing that. We've seen him do it before many, many times. More games for him to get this win, but getting tagged up in this early portion of the game is hard for you and for your loot, because you have to invest time, you have to invest match and those shields to use it there. As we see Kiriachi going to fall there in the feed, Thomas has to be careful about going for shots like that. Standing still is never okay in Fortnite, because it will always get you tagged up. He was luckily able to avoid it.
And Thomas HD knows all about that, known for being one of the best and most accurate players in Europe, particularly with those hunting rifles and sniper rifles, and able to punish the players looking to throw those shots in there and to rack up damage for Storm Surge. That's what we talk about when it's all about the tags going through there. But now we're going to take a look at a quick little replay here there, as Flois will be able to pick up an elim as he's going through here, but then I believe he fell right after that.
And landing in a different spot than he was normally, as he does end up falling to SD. He, in the gas station, has been changing up loot spots every single game today, and it doesn't seem to be working out after his great performance in that first game.
And Wolfie is actually also going down to himself there, which to me indicates he probably might have tried to RPG too close there. Wasn't a storm signal going off, so he will be taken out, and we saw him go down early last game as well. Rifle actually going to yoink that elimination away there. As you can see, Thomas trying to close in, get as much pressure here. Rifle did close out that last game, so getting another elimination there. Really good job on Thomas, using that shockwave horizontally, closing the distance onto passive, and give him a little donkey laugh and then take the L. If you're in Party Royale Island right now, you got that combo? Can you hit that combo real quick? Give him the donkey laugh into the L with a quick little dab, and then back into the L. Show him what you got. Show Thomas HD some love, because that was a well-executed play there. He's going to look to continue to roll with that loop into the finals.
And while Thomas is dancing, Mongrel falls on the other side of the map as well. So they're definitely needing to change it around. And this is something that's unique to see, is that the players near the top are not stopping. They are not stopping their aggression because they are near the top. They want to keep pushing the pedal. They realize how close it is. They say, you know what? If you're going to catch me, you need to go just as aggressive as I am, if not better. Deceptos is looking for a snipe, almost hits it, and he barely even saw that player. Would have been one to definitely put in the montage and the highlight reel. He's got to be careful. There's a player nearby, and he needed those tags because he is below Storm Surge.
24 below, 27 below, so it's going to continue to drop. You can see 77 players left. Once the storm does close in, that Storm Surge will come into play. Don't forget that it's 25 damage every 10 seconds. Only just 3 minis, so very rapidly in the picture, but you should have an opportunity here. Multiple players rotating in front of him. Still 5 below after that 32 tag, so not quite enough, but might have a nice little ambush opportunity. Hopefully, with those 3 crash pads here out. that loadout. He's the one with hits and movement, has the launch pad, and you see just how destructive it can be in all of these late game scenarios.
And Thomas has been mastering it so far, but he does get tagged up again. This is not good for Thomas. He's got the shockwave launcher. He's got a lot of builds, but he's running out of heals as he's going to get a nice beam, and we'll see him shockwave here momentarily. No, decides not to. As Carrot seems like he ran out of mats or was just in a bad situation, and Thomas capitalized yet again. And we've seen this in the first game. We saw him get mid-game elims. But this is the first time he's been able to actually get an elim and get the loot that comes with it. So that's going to be really good and really scary for these competitors. If he's able to pick up any minis or floppers there, he's in a good spot. Someone, however, not in a good spot is Arden, as Hin takes him down very, very low. Arden's going to have to make a play, but there's no play to be made there from him.
And the Storm was on his back, forcing him to rotate through. Hen also good job dropping down, picking up whatever he could get there, because you notice not a ton of materials coming over just below the elimination counter to the right of his name. You can see the total number of builds he has available as it does start ticking down. So only about a third of the maximum available, because when you're in the competitive mode, there is a mat cap. It's not 999 metal, 999 wood, 999 brick. No, you can only carry 500 of each, which ends up equating to 150 total builds. Is now we're going to switch on over to an initial replay here of Hen putting pressure down towards the fight and getting kind of this first damage onto Ardit, and it's just like a really good job making sure he's closing this out. And you can see, because the Storm is pressing up on the back and Ardit doesn't have the supplies or anything to really get past Hen, he's just forced to go, and Hen faking that he had rotated and then turning around, a really good job picking up that elimination. As now we're going to hop back on board with our current leader, Gamers Origin Deceptos.
And where the Holly hedges, that's really good for players like Rezon, who have not had to move this entire game as it's coming to a close here. He's got a good position in zone as well, as we see a lot of players go down. Storm Surge will be a factor in this next zone as it starts to close. We only need 10 players, however. A little bit less of the players alive, as this was a harder rotate for some players to make. Deceptos, however, is in first, is not slowing down at any moment in time. Constantly looking for tags, constantly looking for picks, constantly looking for anything he can to continue to spread his lead even more, because he was only in the lead before this by 2 points. Now, definitely in the lead by at least 3 elimination. That's not going to be enough for him. He wants to be 15 points, however many more he can increase. That's what he wants to be, and he's actually following the path of Rezon right now.
And trying to do his best to play Fortnite as a platformer, just hitting all those crash pads, but unfortunately missing the second one, and he could end up paying for it as the spray comes through. And now he's going to be forced to burn some of the shields there, make sure he gets himself back up. You do see Rifla moving past him there. That was the match number 3 winner, trying to continue his momentum and rolling forward, as now back on board here with Deceptos. Burned 2 of his minis and one of the big pots. Also down to just 62 builds and 2 crash pads from a player right next to him, not owning the wall, and he follows up 1, 2, 3 shots, but then he needs to back off right away because he picked up racks, but then another player was squeezing in towards the end. And this is that 4th circle kind of crunch we talk about, where everyone's piling in, establishing their box on the edge of the zone, trying to pull the half in, half out, but not get eliminated and not end up being the focus of other players. That's why you see kind of these different apartment buildings kind of being segmented off towards the side, as now we swing on over to Tayson, who also has Snazy right by him, but Tayson currently throwing some.
And in a very good spot, because there's no one really looking at him in that area. Now, if Zone does not pull where he wants it to, he will be in an awkward spot, but you see a shark coming through the background, hitting some players, somebody else down below just trying to stave off the pressure, the lobby spray coming through. And that's what happens when you be a little bit of a loot goblin. Is Milan going to go down, but Tayson looking to get another elimination there. So someone else trying to rotate out as well. A lot of shots going down. Everybody firing. He finds the man's literal foot there as he's getting the shot down to him, but I think that elimination is going to go over to Vadil. So Tayson not able to capitalize on the second elimination, but at least able to pick up 1.
And you can see the thought process behind Vadil right there, trying to get around, or Vadil picking up Pinky there, trying to get around and rotate the side, using kind of the water and the path that was